This residential duplex in the GRA area of Benin City, Edo State, is said to have been used to commit an heinous crime on the 23rd of this month. A young girl was murdered here and her sensitive organs harvested by 128-year-old Edward Ogenewori.
Mr. Martins Ogenewori.
Martins Ogenewori is the owner of the house and father of the suspects. He has been in the police net since the dastardly act was committed by his son.
To my great surprise, I came home on the 23rd of this month. I returned from work. I had a call from my wife that my son murdered a woman in a pool of blood in his boys' quarter where he lives. And I quickly took action and went straight to the police to make a report. Thereby, the policemen, the DPO there, ordered two policemen to come with me to my house. We now conveyed the corpse to Faith Mediplex. So when I got back to the station, I was detained. And I gave my statement. I had no knowledge that my son could cause this heinous crime to me. I have never witnessed it. I have never brought a boy or a girl to the house. He has never brought any friend to the house. You understand? I trained him all the way from nursery school to tertiary education. He was a student of Okpebholo University. He was a graduate, but all along the line, he has been a problem to me in this house for the past 10 years. I have taken him to rehab several times, to neuropsychiatric, to Oromina by Ozigo Street off Ekenwa Road. The only thing I now owe him was prayer. The whole family, my relatives, we've all talked about this matter. Go and learn something, he will not go. He does not sleep at home, he's on drugs, he drinks. So I wouldn't understand his well-being. And now he has caused me this mess. The human body he mutilated was, when I got to, I did not see him, they said he escaped. So they caught him 3 days after in Lagos as he was conveying the corpse to a nearby place which I don't know. That was where they arrested him.
A bulldozer activated. Like the biblical phrase, I will visit the sins of the father upon the children. Martins Ogenewori washes in pain as the Edo State government visits the sins of his son upon him.
The house I built, which I plan to live my old age and my wife and to enjoy ourselves, that is what I'm witnessing demolition right now. It's a pity. It's just too unfortunate that amongst my 5 children, my second son is the one that has given me this problem, that has put me in this mess.
Edward Ogenewori has been arrested in Lagos after he was caught with human parts. The Edo State government says Edward will be extradited to the state in the coming days to face the wrath of the law.
The culprit who we are aware has been arrested and is coming to Edo to face the trial and face the crime, consequence of his crime that he has committed. And the building demolished was where it happened, owned by his father, who, as we know, has made some useful confessions as to what has happened. And beyond what has happened there, His Excellency has also insisted that more buildings will follow.
Entano Hotel, owned by the Director General of the Aswa Egodalo Ogi Campaign Committee, Mantu Idwarikewe, is said to be a point of convergence to cultists terrorizing the state. Hence, the government's decision to seal the facility and earmark it for demolition.
So for those who believe there is a political witch hunt,
the government clears the air on rumors that the crackdown on Entano Hotel was politically motivated to witch hunt oppositions in the state.
More buildings will follow. Already some buildings within GRA, Entano Hotel. So the buildings have been sealed and the investigation are not going as to what will happen. But what we know already is that these buildings have been used by court leaders to hold meetings where attacks that we have witnessed in the state in the last couple of days have been carried out. So that has been established. And the governor has made it clear that with the existing law already passed by his administration, that no stone will be left unturned. Anyone involved in any court-related activity by any form will face the full wrath of the law, and that is exactly what this is about. So for those who believe there is a political witch hunt or to get back at members of the opposition, that is not true. The buildings involved were used for activities that are against the laws of Edo State. So it is on that basis that the governor is performing his duty, which primarily is to protect and safeguard the life and property of the people. Any other thing is secondary. And the governor is doing that. And whoever falls into that trap, no matter how highly placed you are, will face the full wrath of the law. So that is what is happening. So in the coming days, we'll see more demolitions that will happen across the state. Some will happen in Edo South here, already ongoing. We'll have some that will happen in Edo Central and likely in Edo North. So Edo people will see some form of progress, and the tide that we saw in the last couple of days hopefully will be reduced.
The chief press secretary to the governor, Fred Itwa, reiterates that the Governor Mondo Okpebholo-led administration will continually intensify on its crackdown on crime-related properties and demolish all buildings connected to kidnappings and cult-related killings in the state. Jude Aweke, reporting for VOS TV News, Benin.